Our first category this afternoon is Eurovision. See what you're saying. Eurovision. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Eurovision Song Contest host towns and cities as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're just looking for any of the 38 towns or cities that have hosted a Eurovision Song Contest up to the 2010 contest.
OK, thank you very much. Right, Claire and Lee, you all drew lots before the show, and today you get to go first. Claire, what's the most obscure Eurovision host town or city you can think of? Can you think of any?
I can, but I don't know if it's right. So I'm going to go...
It's not right, it's Eurovision.
Not... Well, yeah.
Never right.
I'm going to go for Budapest.
You're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see if Budapest is correct. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Budapest. Oh, no! I'm afraid Budapest is an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. Richard, Budapest.
Yeah, unlucky, Claire. All I can tell you is it hasn't hosted a Eurovision Song Contest. That's all I've got.
Well, bad luck, Claire, but I'd like to think an honourable mistake. Ellie, the Eurovision Song Contest. Are you a devout fan?
I haven't watched it since probably Cliff Richard was in it, if he was. So I've not watched it for years.
That might qualify you to give the most fantastic, obscure answer.
No. So I'm going to guess Stockholm.
Stockholm. You're hoping to score as few points as possible with Stockholm. Let's see if it's correct, and if it is, let's see how many people said Stockholm. It's right. Well, you're below 15. Down it goes. Look at that. 14. Very, very well done, Ellie. Were you thinking ABBA?
Yes.
Was that your route to Stockholm?
I was thinking that as they won it once, that it possibly went back to Sweden.
It seems perfectly reasonable. Well, it scored you 14 points. Let's find out. Richard.
Yeah, well done, Ellie. They've actually hosted it twice in Stockholm, in 1975 and 2000.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Richard. OK, Julie. We are looking for host towns and cities of the Eurovision Song Contest.
Gosh, I'm going to say... What if I pronounce it a bit wrong? Does that matter?
We'll all have a bit of a laugh.
I'm going
to
say... Reykjavík.
Reykjavík. Is that a complete guess?
Yeah.
I think it's a brilliant guess. If it's wrong, it's still a brilliant guess. You're hoping to score as few points as possible. You're hoping that nobody said Reykjavík, and you're hoping it's correct. Let's see if it is Reykjavík. Oh, no! What is it? Every time I say it's a brilliant answer, it's wrong. It's likely, though. It's just the sort of place they go to.
It does sound likely, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not, but it does. It really does sound it.
Well, that's fantastic news for Claire and Lee. They are now joined on the high watermark of 100 points. But I'm afraid it is an incorrect answer, so yes, you do score that maximum of 100 points. Now, Paul, this is the moment where you dazzle us.
There's one I want to go for, and I'm going to regret this. I'm going to be washing up for 2 weeks.
You can. There are 200 points.
I know that I'm going to regret this as soon as I say it, but Brighton. I believe Brighton has hosted it.
You're hoping it's correct, and you're hoping hardly anyone said it. Let's see if it is correct. Brighton. It's correct, Paul. I think this could go quite a long way down. Maybe it'll go all the way down. Who knows? 5! That's a spectacular answer, Paul. Very well done. Scores you 5 points. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Paul. Very good start to the show. Yeah, it's when ABBA won with Waterloo. They won in Brighton.
Waterloo? Is that how you say it?
Waterloo?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you say it?
Like Portaloo. I say Waterloo.
Do you?
I mean, not with the
you mean like
girly high bit.
Like Portaloo?
No, I say Waterloo. that's where I choose to put my stress there. Waterloo on the third syllable.
Think about the chorus. They put it where I put it.
Oh, I see, in the song.
Yeah.
Well, right there, but they're from Sweden. What do they know? OK, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well now, Paul, wonderful answer. Brighton there. Very, very good. 5 points. Then we come to Ellie and Rick, 14. Another beautiful low score there. Then we have Claire and Lee, 100 points. You would have been way out ahead had Julie and Nana not come riding to your rescue with their fabulous answer of Reykjavík, which was spectacularly incorrect. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? So, Tom, we are looking for host cities of the Eurovision Song Contest. Do you watch the Eurovision Song Contest ever?
I think I've watched it one time.
Yes. Do you remember where it was from?
No.
So are you going to be taking a massive guess here, or do
Well, actually, I think there is quite a safe answer, which is one I really should say, because we have two teams on 100 points. But in the back of my mind, there's a voice saying I should say something a little bit more obscure.
I'd say go for it, Tom.
Alexander, I'm going to say Kiev.
Kiev, you're going to say? OK, well, let's see if it's right. There is your red line there, beautifully high red line. If you come below that, you are definitely through to the next round. Let's see if Kiev is correct. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Oh, well done, Tom. Brilliant. Down it comes. Might it be pointless? Might it be pointless? Ah, all but. Very, very, very well done indeed. That scores you 1 point and takes your score up to 6. Brilliant.
Yeah, very well played. Kiev hosted it in 2005.
That's a brilliant answer. Very, very good, very well reasoned and deservedly low scoring. You are through to the next round. Now, this is the real contest. What are you thinking,
Eurovision
Nana?
is not something I really watch, but,
but
I
you
have
should.
watched it 1 year. OK, we're here, I might as well just take a punt, so I'm going to go for Tel Aviv.
Go on, girl.
You're going to go for Tel Aviv.
Yes.
You don't have a red line because you are the high scorers. Let's see. Oh, bad luck! Unfortunately, Tel Aviv is an incorrect answer, which means you score 100 points. Takes your total up to 200, our first 200-point score of this series. Richard?
I think Tel Aviv and Reykjavík to score 200 points with that is extremely unlucky. I genuinely, I do. I think that's both very good answers. But there it is. They didn't hold it in Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv's loss and, more pertinently, Nana and Julie's, I'm afraid. Well, Rick and Ellie, you're in the clear. Rick, is that a massive relief for you?
Yes, it is.
You can afford to find a pointless answer. I think you can really have some fun here.
I don't think my knowledge of Eurovision sort of extends that far, but I seem to recall back in the sort of 70s or 80s, Ireland won it on several occasions. So I'm going to say Dublin.
OK, well, you're on 14. Doesn't matter what you score here, you are definitely through to the next round. Let's see how many people said Dublin, and if it's a correct answer, Dublin. It's right. 40 points. Not a bad answer at all. That takes your total up to 54. So, Richard, Dublin.
Yeah, Dublin. It's actually hosted it 6 times, Dublin.
Wow. OK, we were looking for Eurovision host towns or cities. Now then, Lee, you might have been helped out of a hole by Nana, or maybe not. You have carte blanche to guess, as long as you get it correct. Isn't that right, Claire?
It is, yeah.
As long as you get it right. Get it right.
Well, I will stick with the German theme and go for Hamburg, then.
You're going to go for Hamburg?
I am, yeah.
If you can get 99 or less with this answer, you are through to the next round.
Okay.
Hamburg sounds entirely reasonable to me. Let's see if it's correct. Let's see how many people said Hamburg. Bad luck. Hamburg. An incorrect answer, which means we see our second 200-point score of the series. OK, it's a tie. It's very exciting. The tied pairs have to give one more answer each. Your scores are reset to 0, and the pair that gets the lowest score will win. And you can now confer. All right, Claire and Lee, it's you to go first. We are looking for host cities of the Eurovision Song Contest. Let's have a correct answer. For the love of music.
We're going to go for Istanbul.
Istanbul. OK, let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Istanbul. It's right. It's right. It's not only right, it's scoring quite nice and low. Look at that. From the ridiculous to the sublime, that is a pointless answer. It scores you nothing. It's correct. And moreover, we will add £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £11,250. Very, very, very well done. Richard, do you want to chuck in anything on Istanbul?
Yeah, they hosted the contest in 2004, Istanbul. Very well done. Beat that.
Now then, Nana and Julie, listen. You've matched each other point for point so far in the game. Let's have a pointless answer from you and add another 250 quid to the jackpot. What are you going to go for? You can talk out loud.
We had a couple of safe answers, but we've thrown that out the window now, and we're going to go for Riga.
You're going to go for Riga?
Yes.
Oh, Riga. Now you come out with Riga.
Yes.
Right, well, let's see if Riga is correct, and if it is, let's see if it is pointless. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Riga. It's right! OK, this has to be pointless for you to stay in the game. It has to be pointless. Oh, no! That's a brilliant answer. Riga. I mean, you wait until the tiebreak to come up with the second best answer in the whole round. But there we are. Scores you 2. Richard.
Oh, that's really tough luck. They hosted it in 2003. Unfortunately, a couple of people remembered it. And earlier on, when you said Tel Aviv, which I have to say I thought was right, it's Jerusalem is...
That's what I was thinking of. Oh!
But there were a whole bunch of pointless answers out there. There's actually one not a million miles from Claire and Lee, in Harrogate. Harrogate would have been a pointless answer. They held it there.
Harrogate?
Harrogate, yeah.
Who, in the name of music, for the love of music, nominated Harrogate? I mean, it's a beautiful place, yeah. Harrogate, but Eurovision, Harrogate, Eurovision, Harrogate. All I'm saying.
Let's take a look at some of the other pointless answers up there as well. Well done if you've got any of these. Lugano in Switzerland, Frankfurt, Cannes has held it a couple of times, Naples, Edinburgh, and Mill Street, which is in Ireland. Mill Street held it. There's Istanbul, which we just heard, that just got you through to the next round. Zagreb and Hilversum, which is in Holland. That's very, very tough luck, very exciting round.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm so sorry, Nana and Julie, with a fabulous answer, Riga there.
I should have been braver. No. I was thinking about it, but I wasn't sure if it was right or not, so... And I thought of Jerusalem as well.
Did I?
So annoying.
And Dublin, I did.
Yes.
Oh, well. Bad luck, bad luck. Well, you played very well. You know, it's your first shot at pointless. Next time, because, of course, everyone gets a second chance to reach the pointless final, you will know exactly what to do. It's been lovely having you on the show. I'm sorry we say goodbye so early on, but we will see you next time, and we'll look forward to that very much. Thank you so much.